there beautiful souls, Avalon here, and this is the first time I am showing my face in a vlog here in my homeland of Rio de Janeiro. It is a hot day. My god, it is so hot, and I am having trouble trying to escape that heat, and it's becoming an issue because not only is it hot, but I am incredibly hungover. So it's been an absolute spin out being back here. Like, I can't even put it into words. As it turns out, I'd been gone much longer than I'd actually realised, because my niece will be 17 this year, and the last time I was here was when she was 5 months old. So that really does paint itself an extravagant picture, doesn't it? There is so much stuff here at the moment that is just so different to me. All the places that I remember are no longer here. All the people that I remember, most of them are no longer here. And my mother is probably the crankiest individual I know, like full on doing my head in cranky. The plane trip here was absolutely freaking grueling too, hey. It was the longest travel of, well, aside from the boat that I took from Australia to Brazil when I was younger, it was the second longest journey I've ever taken. It was full on, so long. The level of, like, I don't even know how to put it, it's like a disconnect between me and this place now. This place that seems relatively unrecognizable to me is ridiculous. And it's taken me a while to sort of settle in. You know, aside from the jet lag, it's taken me a really long time to settle in, but like, I've just immersed myself in just this whole wide, big, smothering world of like old school witchcraft and tradition. And like, there have already been, I've been here for almost 7 days, there have already been arguments. I've already had to go and see people because I am I'm part inheritant. Like, I partly inherited the coven after my grandmother died. It went to my mother, and then my mother's arranging it to go to us, and so it's at the moment dormant. And there's a Manja Santa that's gone in there, and she's meant to be looking after the place and everything like that, and she's been a bit absent. And if the place like that is absent, then the Orishas aren't being taken care of, they're not being given attention, they're not being given light. There's just so much that is wrong with that picture, if you know what I mean. And so I have had to go into some of the dodgiest fucking places that you will ever imagine to have words with people. And I haven't spoken, my Portuguese isn't as strong as it used to be, so it's just fucking difficult, hey. Like, everywhere I go, people talk to me about the Santo, the Terreiro. They talk to me about Valeria, which is the lady, the Manja Santo that's there at the moment, and the Obrigações, and the statue of my Pai de Cabeça, the statue of Ogum was destroyed somehow, and that was one of the first things that was brought to my attention when I came here, is the fact that I went to have a look at the Santo to pay my respects to all the Orisha and to the Egum, or the Eshu, aliás, and have a look around and just reconnect with that particular part. And oh my god, the first thing that they showed me was this decimated statue of my Pai de Santo, and I'm just like, what the fuck? And obviously it's not something that I need to get upset about. Yes, it is upsetting in itself, but if somebody goes out of their way to destroy a statue of an Orisha like Ogum, or any Orisha for that matter, then I don't need to interfere with that. The Orisha will take care of that themselves. But yeah, it was just really annoying to come back here and just be immersed in all this witchy politics stuff that I'm too jet lagged to actually concern myself with right now, and the heat is fucking destroying me, and that's basically the annoyance. On other matters, check out that little cauldron there. I'm at my sister's place. Check out that cute little cauldron. That was my great grandmother's. I've been taking pictures of it because we've been here a bit, having a few celebratory drinks, And we've all been sitting around the cauldron reminiscing and having little chats and things like that, and it's been good, and it's been hard, and it's just been a whole bunch of different things. It was always going to be a really emotional visit, and perhaps that's why I unintentionally put it off for a really long time, but it just doesn't feel like my home anymore. Everything's so different. There's no strong sense of familiarity. Even as I walk through my house, my family house, the one that I grew up in, it's just so different to me. It's so foreign, and while I love the people here, I just can't see myself ever living here again, and I'm literally exhausted. Like last night there was a blackout and everything was turned off, obviously, because it was a blackout. And we had to walk out onto the street because it was too fucking hot. So everybody out on the street. And we were out there for about an hour and a half. And it turns out that the blackout wasn't anything natural, wasn't of natural causes. Some stupid motherfucking asshole decided to turn off the lights in our street so they could invade the favela that was up the road. And soon you can hear the gunshots, and soon you can hear the weaponry being discharged up there. And I'm just thinking to myself, you know what? This is a shithole of a place. And I cannot believe that I grew up here. Oh my God. I'm just like shaking my head in disbelief. So my attitude, I guess, hasn't been that great, and my mother thinks that I'm being a bit of a snob, and it's not that I'm being a snob, I'm just not used to it. And considering the fact that I am going to go back to my place of residence, which is in Australia, my new home, I guess you could say, my new homeland of Australia, I don't think I have to get used to it, and I think it's okay to be irritated by the heat here and say so, and I think it's okay to just, to voice some concerns and not worry about the fact that, I'm coming across as rude when, this place is just so rough and violent naturally anyway, so that's really the least of anybody's concerns. I know that might sound a bit weird, but at the end of the day, the main emotion is frustration right now. I'm feeling incredibly frustrated, and there's very little that I can do about that, apart from endure it, and endurance in itself breeds frustration. So I have to either let go, push through, or just find another way, you know what I mean? Let's see which way this goes for me. So it was really nice chatting to you guys. I needed to de-stress then. Not the happiest of updates, but you know what? I told you I was going to show you some shit, and here it is. See coming. Oh my God, there is so much more. There's so much more I've got to show you. Mwah.